Mastering data privacy audits. Privacy auditors will soon expose our darkest secrets. When will the data privacy audit be conducted, and what specific methodologies and procedures will its auditors utilize to ensure a comprehensive and thorough examination of its data privacy practices and protocols? The data privacy audit will be conducted on a regular basis, ideally every 12 to 18 months, to ensure ongoing compliance with relevant data privacy regulations and to identify areas for continuous improvement. The audit will be conducted by an independent third-party auditor with expertise in data privacy and security. The audit methodology will be based on industry-recognized standards and frameworks, such as ISO 27701, NIST Cybersecurity Framework, and GDPR guidelines. The auditor will utilize a risk-based approach to identify areas of high risk and prioritize the assessment of those areas. The following procedures will be utilized to ensure a comprehensive and thorough examination of the organization's data privacy practices and protocols. 1. Audit preparation. The auditor will request documentation and information from the organization, including data privacy policies, procedures, and records of processing activities. The auditor will also conduct preliminary interviews with key personnel to gain a high-level understanding of the organization's data privacy practices. 2. Risk assessment. The auditor will conduct a risk assessment to identify areas of high risk, including data processing activities, data storage systems, and data sharing practices. The risk assessment will be based on factors such as the type of personal data being processed, the volume and frequency of data processing, and the potential impact of a data breach. 3. On-site assessment. The auditor will conduct on-site visits to observe data processing activities, review data storage systems, and inspect physical and logical access controls. The auditor will also conduct interviews with personnel responsible for data privacy and security to assess their knowledge and understanding of data privacy practices and procedures. 4. Documentation review. The auditor will review documentation, including data privacy policies, procedures, and records of processing activities, to assess compliance with relevant data privacy regulations and industry standards. 5. Technical testing. The auditor will conduct technical testing, including vulnerability scans and penetration testing, to assess the security of data storage systems and networks. 6. Data Protection Impact Assessment, DPIA. The auditor will conduct a DPIA to assess the potential impact of new data processing activities on the privacy and security of personal data. 7. Reporting and recommendations. The auditor will provide a detailed report of the audit findings, including recommendations for improvement and remediation. The report will identify areas of non-compliance, opportunities for improvement, and best practices. 8. Remediation and verification. The organization will be required to remediate any identified issues and implement recommendations for improvement. The auditor will verify the remediation and implementation of recommendations through follow-up audits or assessments. To ensure operational excellence in data privacy practices and protocols, the organization will establish an ongoing monitoring and review process to 1. Continuously monitor data processing activities and data privacy practices to identify potential issues and areas for improvement. 2. Conduct regular training and awareness programs for personnel responsible for data privacy and security to ensure they remain up to date with relevant data privacy regulations and industry standards. 3. Review and update policies. Regularly review and update data privacy policies and procedures to ensure they remain effective and aligned with relevant data privacy regulations and industry standards. 4. Conduct regular risk assessments. Conduct regular risk assessments to identify areas of high risk and prioritize the implementation of additional controls and safeguards. 5. Establish an incident response plan. Establish an incident response plan to ensure prompt and effective response to data breaches or other privacy incidents. By following this approach, the organization can ensure a comprehensive and thorough examination of its data privacy practices and protocols, identify areas for improvement, and demonstrate its commitment to protecting the privacy and security of personal data.